Yo, what's up, Chads? Welcome back. I guess it's that time where you gotta hide your wives, you gotta put your kids to beds, because this news that we got, it's gonna shake a lot of people's ground, okay? We got good news, we got bad news, and I know that a lot of people will be assuming it. A lot of people will get it right, some people will get it wrong. I mean, you guys are stud muffins, you guys are Chads, it's perfectly fine, but I gotta say this right in the beginning, I don't hate The Last of Us Part 2, okay? I dislike some parts of the game heavily, like the story decision they made. I played The Last of Us Part 1 and I played The Last of Us 2, so I don't agree with some of the story decisions they made, but that's where I stand. I know that there are a lot of people who love this game, there are a lot of people who hate this game. I got a buddy of mine, he loves this game and he's still a brother to me. So point being, if you like the game, you like the game. If you hate the game, hey, you hate the game. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know, you should not be apologizing for how you feel. I mean, smash the like button for me to be brave and say all of that stuff, but I want to get right into it. If you're new here, I cover all the big gaming news. So if a chat like you is into that, then subscribe. And our first story, I mean, I need to know your opinions, guys. The Last of Us Part 2 smashes sales records in the UK, and it apparently beat Uncharted 4 to become Sony's fastest selling PS4 game. And let me know in the comments below, like, if you like this game, 1 if you love this game, 2 if you hate this game. I really want to know where you at. 3 if you're mixed, just like me, where you like certain aspects but you dislike certain aspects. You know, that's personally where I'm at. And this is wild, guys, and I need to read you that quote, but this is the chart. The Last of Us Part 2, number 1, it's a meme, and Ring Fit Adventure, FIFA 20, Mario Kart, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And this is one of those reasons why we're not gonna get GTA 6. Needless to say, we're gonna be 80 years old. I don't blame anybody for buying GTA 5, but I want to blame people for buying GTA 5. I don't think we're gonna get GTA 6. This is the reason why we're never gonna get GTA 6. I'm catching the big side, guys, but I totally get it. Like, people who do not own GTA 5, they need to buy this. I totally get it. It's like a must-have game, right? But this is the quote, guys, and I don't get it, man. The action horror game is Sony's fastest selling release this generation, narrowly beating the opening week of 2016 Uncharted 4 by just over 1%. So only 1%, and they did not account in the download sales. They say that it's not included in this data, so when we factor in digital sales, it's possible the game launch was even bigger. And I don't get it, man. Like, you're telling me, like, during this Rona situation, people went outside of their homes, they bought the disc. I mean, I'm not saying that it's like on the same level of climbing up a Mount Everest where it's like so hard to do. I'm definitely not saying that, but it's like, you know, it's like the Rona situation. I'm really hoping that you guys are not navigating on Tinder, because I like I always say, she might be looking like a snack, but she might have the Roni, okay? Smash the like button for me to be brave. And this is where things go wild, because of course a lot of people are making those Reddit posts where they're like, hey, is there any way I can refund this game? And this is where the story kind of gets sus. This Twitter account actually posted the fact that this is probably a picture from their local store, right? They took that picture, put it on Twitter. This is what it says: dear customers, in light of recent events, we've had to change a few things. We will be temporarily suspending game trade-ins until further notice. We apologize for any inconvenience. And you can see we got The Last of Us 2 right there. And you know what? People are going in, people not stopping, people buying, then immediately trading in. This is what one Twitter user says. Such a pro-consumer move. And I definitely feel for the homies out there, and I need to actually let you know, like, straight up, like, there's a stud muffin in the chat right here. It says that I was lucky trading in my copy yesterday. So this guy got it. I'm gonna smash the like button. But then he says that I feel sorry for those that cannot trade in that garbage. So I suspect that people went in volume, and that's like wild. And I totally don't blame anybody. Of course, if you love the game, you love the game. If you hate the game, you hate the game. That's perfectly fine. And I'm not sure for how long you guys have been in the loops, but I recently said that I definitely think that The Last of Us Part 2 is gonna sell well. There is no way negativity sells. And yes, I'm gonna bring Belle Dolphin in the conversation, but it is true, right? Like, people were memeing on Belle Dolphin bathwater. She was selling that, people were memeing it. Some scientists ran tests on the bathwater, and they figured out that it was just tap water, guys. Like, she wasn't even, you know, selling bathwater, and she made that bread, she made that dough. I mean, go Belle Dolphin, go, I guess. And recently she made that glorious return, guys, and I gotta be honest, I'm on NoFap, so I don't really care. I don't care what she does. I'm on NoFap, I'm doing me right. That's personally where I'm at. But I gotta be honest, negativity actually sells. Like, people memed on her, and now everybody accepts her, right? So it's like, whatever, people paying her, people simping it up, and she's actually taking on the chin, and she's like, hey, Simp Nation, rise up. And this is basically where we're at. Like, negativity actually sells, and I really think this game is gonna sell even better. Like, of course, there will be a lot of people that will try to refund the game, and of course, we're gonna hear horror stories where GameStop actually refuses buyers Refund, or widely known The Last of Us Part 2. So it do be like this sometimes, guys. And IGN also posted this, and basically we're hearing the fact that with The Last of Us Part 2 finished, creative director Neil Druckmann says that he is unsure what Naughty Dog's next game will be, noting ultimately the best idea wins. And I kind of want Uncharted 5, but I feel the same way like this guy. This guy said that, hey, please no Uncharted 5 from Naughty Dog. They're gonna ruin it. So I don't know, man. Like, I would cry if they kill Nate in the game, okay? Naughty Dog, I swear to God, if you do that. Neil Druckmann, he did an interview, and this is the quote: as you start wrapping things up creatively, there are fewer and fewer responsibilities, and my mind can't help but think about the next thing. So yeah, the next thing could be a part 3. The next thing could be some new IP. So if you like The Last of Us Part 2, or if you hate it, what would you want? Like, I would say Uncharted 5 or new IP, right? That's personally where I stand. I want to see Uncharted 5. I really want to see it, but it's just like what they're recently trying to do. I've actually watched Neil Druckmann's presentation. I disagree with it heavily. Maybe you agree, and that's perfectly fine. I do not like the direction they're going. It feels forced. If it was natural hate, I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't really care, but that's personally where I'm at, right? Like, I want to see Uncharted 5, but if they are gonna like put on Uncharted 5 and they're like, hey, Nathan Drake, you know, he needs to be sent to heaven, that's when I'm gonna like, I gotta back off, guys. Like, I can't do this, man. That's personally where I stand. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I got you covered with all the gaming news. Click on any of the video on the screen. It's gonna give you a kick of dopamine, and I will see you right there.